Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and I want to talk about fair-weathered friends in connection with a bigger idea that I'll get into later in the video. It's not going to be a long video. It is December 14th, 11 days before Christmas, if you're counting, and I'm enjoying some beautiful, foggy outdoor weather here in Northern California. It has been foggy every morning this week. Actually, it's going on a full week of solid mist in the morning, and I am not over it yet. I'm enjoying this weather quite a bit. I've been looking forward to it all summer. Anyhow, fair-weathered friends. It's apropos due to the weather here, and I want to talk about people who show up when there's a lot of fun to be had, and they, in their defense, maybe they didn't sign up for some kind of deep commitment. That's fair. That's fair. It's not really a problem until they represent something substantial and then fail to uphold their agreement or the appearance of an agreement, right? So similar to this is the idea that when the money dries up, so do the friends. Very similar idea, not exactly the same thing, but you'll find that very few people stick around when the chips are down, so to speak, whether you're burdening them or not. This is the funny part, sad and funny, I should say. Whether you're even asking or expecting support, people just get uncomfortable around, people who have chosen to live outdoors, for example. Whether you're doing well or whether you're happy and healthy or asking for anything or not, makes no difference. It's contradictory to the status quo, and it makes people uncomfortable. So they bail out. And these are, you can call people like this fair-weathered friends. They leave very quickly, very easily. They're fickle. And I guess my point here is that the sooner they leave, the better. Not to be rude about it, but you can't depend on people like this. And while it might be fun in the moment, it's a recipe for disaster to try to, spend a lot of time around people who cannot be depended on. It's a short-term profit model. I like to look at things in terms of, longevity, sustainability, including and especially meaningful relationships, whether they're friendships or romances, makes no difference to me. So the bigger idea I mentioned is actually a very big idea where sometimes people will say something just because it sounds good. They'll do something or say something and act as if just because it makes you feel better. It's a people-pleasing thing, and sometimes people lean towards being a little bit dishonest or exaggerating or just being, flat out malicious sometimes for personal gain. They do this sometimes. And there's a saying. I want to share the saying. It's guided me in my life towards, success here and there. If someone will lie for you, if a supposed friend will be dishonest or untoward on your behalf, they will just as easily and quickly do it directly to you. This is a fact, and you can check it out yourself. Pretend the chips are down for a minute, or wait till they actually are, and see what happens. See how quickly you get stabbed in the back by these kind of people. And I hate to say kind of people. It's a behavior. It's a personality trait, not a type, really, to be honest. But you'll be surprised. I think many people would be surprised at how conniving, dishonest, backstabbing, and fickle people can be. They'll show up when there's something to get out of it and turn around and leave just as quickly. There are a lot of ways, as an aside, that people in modern times take the best of both worlds, and they don't see a problem with it. Many times they'll take all the perks and get none of the hassle by remoting in, so to speak, if you know what I mean, with a remote conference call after a fashion. To be present but invisible, but not really there, taking from the experience, learning from it, enjoying the entertainment of it without any kind of risk, without any kind of personal accountability or liability or contribution whatsoever. Maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about, that people frequently do this. And if they're your friends and they're saying they're your friends, I would suggest that you find better friends. Good friends are hard to find. To wrap up, good friends, quality people who are there, ride or die, so to speak, when the chips are up or down, makes no difference, because they're doing it for the right reasons. And that's how you know. They're doing it because they have integrity and they genuinely like you or love you. Those are the only good reasons to be a friend or a lover to somebody, is if you want to see them be happy and successful, not because you want to make them feel good and get something out of it real quick. That would be a bad reason to pretend to be friends with somebody. And it's sad that most people, unfortunately, do that. They haven't learned. You can choose to be a good friend. You can choose to stick to your word, to follow through with your commitments, and to base your regard for people not on their circumstances, but on the shared experiences that you have with them, the identity that you enjoy experiencing with them, if that makes sense. Reach out if you like with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.